Hello everybody, this is Orange, and welcome to my Abyss, and welcome to my May 2025 manga haul. Like every month, we have picked up a bunch of very good volumes, and I have 17 in total of mostly manga, but there are a few graphic novels in there as well I'd love to tell you about. So let's get started at the top of the pile with Die Dark Volume 8. Die Dark comes out slowly but surely, and I always end up really liking it. Kyu Hashida, the same author behind Dorohedoro, which is another fantastic series. It's a very comedic series, but like despite all of that, the artwork is like super dark. It's a great contrast. I love it. If you like Dorohedoro, you'll really like this one too. This one has more of a sci-fi twist to it, and I'm always happy to see these volumes come out because they always also feel like super well quality as well. I don't know, I'm always a fan. I love them. And below that, we have Kimono Jihin, volume 16. I talk about this one a lot because this one comes out I think every 2 months. We get a new volume with this one. But it's again, a good supernatural shonen. I always recommend this one because it's just a good time. It's a good time with good characters. What more can I ask for? And then, next up, we have In the Name of the Mermaid Princess, volume 6. This is a 7-volume series in total, so there's only one more left after this one, and I find that a shame, because I do actually really like this series. It's a good fantasy shoujo, and I like a fantasy shoujo. I'm a fan of it. It actually, from the premise of the series, I know it's probably going to be an obscure pull. It really reminds me of Plus Anima, which you probably can't even see on that shelf. And I like Plus Anima a whole lot. It's a very fun, underrated shonen. And this is a very good shoujo fantasy that I love a whole lot. And also, the cover is orange, which I can't complain about. It's my favorite color. It's my channel's name. And then up next, we have Queen's Quality, volume 22. More Peak. If you're not reading this, you should really get on that, because I do believe the series is going to be ending. Well, the series has already ended, and I do believe it is 25 volumes long, so it's almost over, and I find that a shame, because this is a really fantastic series, and I, again, think you should really, pick it up. It's a good shoujo series, but it's also a very fantastic, it's a good action shoujo series. It is heart-pounding, heart-pumping. I think it has a lot of, really good, horror artwork in it. Of course, the characters are fantastic as well. So I really suggest picking it up, and it's a shame that this never got an anime. It's a shame. It would have been perfect. And then below that, we have Colette Decides to Die, volume 3, a fantasy shoujo, another one. I love a fantasy shoujo, and I'm loving Colette a whole lot so far, too. This series is technically 20 volumes, but because it's, collected in 2-in-1s, it's only going to be 10 volumes, which, it's fine enough. I would prefer it to come out in the 20-volume thing, but at least Viz published it. Yeah, but this is a fantastic series. I highly recommend it. The artwork is beautiful. I love the characters. It's just, it's so good. I love seeing all, the different designs, because, a lot of the characters are, based off of Greek gods, and I always like seeing the interpretations that people come up with for their very varied designs, but Colette Decides to Die, very good time. I recommend it. And below that, we have another fantasy shoujo. Oh my gosh, we have an entire stretch, which is The Failure at God School, Volume 1. I decided to check out this series because I always need more fantasy, shoujo in my life. And I did like the first volume. I'm gonna wait to see how much I like the second volume for it. The first volume was very good. I do think it was, rushed in a few places. It's kind of a Garo and Alex vibe, which should also get, reprinted, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Unless you prove me wrong, companies. But yeah, I'm gonna be very interested to see where this, series goes. There's a lot of potential. I did like the first volume. I like the main character, and I like the group of friends that she gains by the end of the book, so I'm just interested in seeing where it goes. And then below that, we have Merry Witch's Life, Volume 1, which is a josei series from Tokyopop. Tokyopop is finally back. Technically, I don't think Tokyopop, really ever left for too long, but, I'm feeling a lot more of their presence again, and I really like that. It's giving me good old vibes. Tokyopop is back, baby. And this series, it's by, Minota. It's a very simple, to pronounce, one-letter word. This is the same author behind Correspondence from the End of the Universe, which I have right over there, which is a series me having right over there. It's a series that I really like a whole lot. That one was more sci-fi, and this one is more fantasy-leaning. This volume was just packed with stuff. I am very interested in seeing the dynamics of the characters and where it goes. It's mostly cozy, and I had a very good time. Of course, cozy with a hint of, oh, there's something going to happen. But I had a fantastic time with this, and I can't wait for the next volume. And Tokyopop is back, and they're actually publishing josei and shoujo. Or at least josei, because this is. And also, You Can't Live on Your Own. I think that one's coming out some coming out June or July. I don't remember. Either way, I'm very excited for that one too, and I will be picking that one up. This series actually doesn't have an end yet, so who knows how long it will go on for. But I'm very interested. And now we got some Yuri! We have This Monster Wants to Eat Me Volume 4. This one will be getting an anime, and I am very hyped for that one. I love me, my monster Yuri, and this is one of those. Just the angst is so good. The horror is, like, drawn, like, so well. Like, there is so much, like, good, creepy imagery within this. And, of course, the Yuri is, like, kind of sad and depressing, and I am into that sometimes. Alright, and below that, we actually have an art book, which is a Daydream Hour, Doodles by Ryuko Kui, which is, the author behind, Delicious in Dungeon. And I just decided to pick this one up because, like, I really love Delicious in Dungeon, but, like, I love the anime and I love the manga too, but, like, I never felt the urge to pick up the manga for my collection. So I feel like this is a very good compromise. It's also, like, a very good art book. Like, everything in here is, like, full color, like, gorgeous, glossy pages. It has a dust cover. And I'm actually, this is very weird, but I'm actually very surprised at the texture of the dust cover. I took it out of, like, the package that I got in the mail, and I was like, that's weird, but I'm used to it now, and I actually really like the texture of it. But yeah, I wanted to pick this one up. I'm actually not too into art books, but I decided to, like, give it a shot for this one, because this one also contains, like, a bunch of, like, little, like, world building comics. So I picked it up, and it's fantastic. If you like a Dungeon Meshi, or if you just like good character design and designs and artwork in general, I really suggest picking this one up. And then below that, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have A Witch's Life in Mongol, Volume 1, which is a fantasy like more of a historical, like, fantasy-ish, like, josei series, and I really like the first volume. I went into this, like, trying to know, like, as little as possible, because it had, like, a lot of community hype surrounding it, and it's like, I wanna know, and I get the hype so far, like, with Volume 1, and I'm already, like, super intrigued, like, with the characters, and, like, the world itself. Well, the world itself is, like, based off of the real world. if you can't tell. It's based off of the real world, but the artwork in the series is, like, so unique and cute. Like, it really reminds me of, like, Tezuka style, like 60s, 70s, like, manga artwork with how, like, simple the characters are. But then, like, the characters wear, like, a lot of, like, super detailed clothing, and, like, the backgrounds are, like, super detailed. So, like, it's a fantastic read. And, like, really nothing I've ever read before. So, like, I really suggest picking this one up because it is fantastic, and I think it can only get better from here. And if the community is right, it's gonna stay peak. And below that, we got some, evil yaoi. We got, Murderous Laloons. I'm not saying that right. Candlelit Dinner, Volume 1. This is actually a manhwa, I believe, which I actually don't have too many manhwa in my collection. I guess I am adding 2 with this video, but I don't have too many manhwa in my collection, which is a shame. A lot of them do run to be, like, a lot more expensive than, like, manga typically does. Like, this right here is, like, $24. But, like, it's full color, like, the pages are nice and glossy. And I just decided to pick it up because, like, it was intriguing, and it was intriguing. He's murderous, and it's yaoi. I really like the first volume. And I'm very interested in seeing where it goes. And I guess we have another yaoi with Vampire in the Bathhouse. This is another 1-volume series. I just decided to pick it up because I love Vampire, and the cover had rubber duckies on it, and I have a one-track mind, and I love rubber duckies. I have, like, a little devil one behind me. I don't know if you can see them. But I actually have a, like, little rubber ducky collection because I think they're so cute. But this, like, manga volume was also so cute. I had a great time. Which I actually find interesting is, like, when this was being announced, there was also another anime running called, I think, Bon Vampire. And that one is also about a vampire in a bathhouse. But I think that one's a shonen. So I believe it's, like, a pun or based off of a song or something. But it's very funny that, like, 2 Vampire Hot Springs manga / anime at like a similar time. It's like, wow, it really does happen at the same time. And then below that, we have more of my peak. We have Pet Shop of Horror Collector's Edition Volume 2. You should be reading this because it's, like, one of my favorite series of all time. The artwork, stellar. I love Count D. He's my favorite guy ever. It's just such a fantastic series. Like, the horror is good. Like, it can be angsty. It can be funny. It can be horrific. It's just a good time. Please read it. It's so good. And below that, we have Bastard Volume 1. Which is another manhwa. I actually remember reading this one on Webtoon, like, years ago, and it was before, like, Webtoon had a lot of, like, you need coins to read this many chapters. It's when you could just, like, go to a series and, like, read the entire thing through with, like, no coins required. It's all monetized now. But I, like, remember just reading this entire series, like, on Webtoon in one day, because I was, like, so intrigued with it. And, like, when it was finally announced for, like, an English, like, physical print, I was ecstatic. And, like, of course, I'm still ecstatic over it. Me from a few years ago was not wrong. The series is still very good. It's a good, like, horror series, a good suspense series. Like, the character dynamics are, like, very interesting. It's a very tense series inherently. There's a call coming from inside the house, and that call is coming from your father, who's also a serial killer. It's a fantastic series, and I cannot wait for more because, like, oh my gosh, it's just as good as I remember, and it better stay as good as I remember. And then below that, we actually have a graphic novel, which is the Transformers Skybound Run, Volume 3. My precious little perfect baby girl, my strunkly uncly Borlorbo, my favorite beloved man, Starscream is right on the cover. Starscream is right on the cover. Starscream, he's right on the cover. He's my favorite Star Wars. No, he's my favorite Transformers character. And he's on the cover, and he goes through it in this volume. He's going through it in a lot of the Skybound print. But also, I think the Skybound run is, like, being fantastic so far. It's doing, like, a lot of really interesting things with the characters that I'm, like, a fan of. And I am very interested in seeing where it goes next. I'm trying my best to avoid spoilers on Twitter and Tumblr, but that is not working, and I'm getting spoiled, but I do not care, because I love Transformers, and I love Starscream. I also love Dinobot, and I actually do really like the Terrans, too, from Earthspark. I really like Earthspark. Season 1 was, like, probably one of my favorite Transformers shows. And then Season 2, it's a shame that Season 2 never happened of Transformers Earthspark, or 3. It's a shame that it's only a one-season show. And then below that, we have a Bible. We have a Bible right here. Vinland Saga Deluxe, Volume 7. It's Vinland Saga. If you haven't heard about it yet, and you're in the manga community, where have you been? It's like one of the big, like, seinen series that everyone, like, hypes up. And I think it is worth the hype because it is a very good series. I love it dearly. And I continue to love it, and I actually think we're kind of, like, catching up with the actual print releases, which means I won't have to, like, waste so much money, or not waste so much money, like, spend so much money, like, in so many, like, consecutive months, but, like, it's a very good series, and I do recommend it. I recommend reading it, so that's coming from my mouth. And then below that, we have our last, which is technically a graphic novel, or even some might consider it a picture book, and that is Lost and Found, which is a, like, collection of short stories by Sean Tan. And that's because I think it was Scholastic or Graphics. They announced that they were doing a softcover edition of The Arrival, which is another one of his series. I actually have it down there. And because of that, I realized I don't have Lost and Found. So I picked up Lost and Found, and it's fantastic. The artwork is, like, really good in this. Like, it is awe-inspiring. I remember reading this one actually a lot when I was a kid, and I just take it out of the library and, like, stare at the artwork for, like, days upon hours upon days upon weeks. It is just a fantastic series, and I also recommend, like, picking up The Arrival, too, because that one is also fantastic. That one is, like, a full narrative. Like, this one is just, like, a 3 short stories, and they're all great with wonderful artwork. So that's what I got for this month. What a fantastic month. I love comic book. And what comic books and manga did you guys pick up through this month? Or which ones are you planning on picking up? Have you read one, like, a few years ago that you want to talk about? Talk about your favorite comic book, manga, comic book in the comment section below. I want to hear about it. I always like getting recommendations. So thank you very much for watching this video, and have a lovely night.